So hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel and welcome with a new video. In this video I am going to share my self-given analysis of RRB PO Mains 2025, and this is the second time I am appearing for the RRB PO Mains. Okay, so this time they kept the reporting time at 7 a.m. itself, but I was like, okay, if the reporting is 7 a.m. so the exam will be on 8 a.m. so we will finish our exams early. But actually it was not like that. So even if the reporting time is 7 a.m. the exam starts at 9 a.m. only. Okay, but this time I reached the venue 6:50 a.m. So after that they made us to wait for, I think, yes, 2 hours with the long queue. So after that also, I think, I don't know about other centers, but this center was worst. I mean, not every time I felt this feeling. This time, yes, not only this time, I think twice or thrice, but this was my worst experience. It's because, like, we were left with 5 minutes for the exam to start, so still they were registering and also not even allocating the system properly. So they made me to uh, walk to the third floor twice and thrice. Okay, so really it was so irritating. See, they didn't even check my number properly and sent me to the third floor. Again, they sent me to the first floor. Okay, so like this, it happened with me, and already I got irritated, and somewhere I was feeling very nervous because my system was in nowhere. Okay, so then finally I thought I got my system. So there I checked like that. That application itself was not launched. So I asked again. Uh, and they said, okay, we will, you sit there, we will come within 2 minutes, you sit there. But still 3 minutes left. Some 3 minutes happened, 5 minutes happened, they didn't come. So again I went and asked the exam staff, like, why everyone are already writing the handwritten sample, why mine is not opening, please come and solve this issue, please. But still they said, okay, you wait, we will come. So finally, actually for the 10 minutes they didn't come. So seriously, I got panicked because I was the one who I and I think, oh yes, 4 to 5 people were in this same kind of situation. Um, okay, but I mean the exam starts whenever we start the exam. I mean, if I start the exam now, so from now only the timer counts. But still, everyone are already writing. I was the one who was waiting for the system to open. I was like, whether my system will open or not. Do I get the system? What if they didn't allot me the system? What if I don't write the exam? So like this I was thinking. So already half of my energy exhausted here. But finally they said, okay, so come here, your system is not this, there it is, so come, you go and sit there and start your exam, and don't worry, you will get your full time. So you don't need, you don't need to worry. But the thing is, I was searching for that system, so I didn't even sign that attendance sheet, and also I didn't wrote my signature on the hall ticket also. Okay, so in the middle of the exam they again came whenever I started the section. So since already the time got reduced, that is 30 minutes in reasoning. So I don't know about other people, I takes a lot of time while searching the question itself. So again they came in the middle, and I was doing the puzzle actually. So I wrote the conditions, and some conditions I didn't wrote it in the paper, because I was like, if I write on all the conditions it will takes a lot of time, so let me do it directly. Okay, so I was doing this puzzle, I mean this row based puzzle. So I felt it was on doable side, it was not that difficult. But what mistake I did was I wrote this kind of I wrote this question in four possibility. I think two possibility was enough for this, but I was like, okay, let me take more possibility so that it will be easy for me to solve it in later. So like that, in the page I wrote like this exactly, like five people. So I think I did like this. But the thing is, I didn't left the space between these four two to four possibilities. Okay, but while writing the conditions I wrote every conditions. Like there was one condition like penguins, the number of people who sits to the one who like penguin toy or something, they are one less than the number of people who are sitting to the left of b. So like that some condition were there, and like two people sit between um P and pigeon, so something it was there. It was not that difficult. I was like, okay, since I took the puzzle in the first time, so let me complete it. So after writing, I was searching for some condition actually, because since I already told you that I didn't wrote the every conditions on the paper, so I was searching whether I marked the correct conditions properly, whether I'm solving this in correct manner or not. But in the middle they again came and asked me for a sign here, and you have to give your thumb here. So like that, after seeing that, I forgot what I was searching here, so I wasted a lot of time. Seriously, I wasted. I mean, I wrote, see, four possibility I wrote. I don't even know which one, which condition I have to rule out. Okay. But the thing is, even after solving this, I was not getting the proper answer which was there in the uh, question. Okay. So I was like, I was in a position like I was not ready to leave this question, and also not ready to again solve this question. So my time went there, and also my question choosing approach also changed here. So after this I got one miscellaneous one, like we have to identify the which one of the following will not produce a meaningful word. It was coming like bind, and one I got it as sans. Okay, bind, I think. Then bind, sorry, tube. Okay, so tube, like this some meaningful words were coming, but I felt this was the one which was not a meaningful word, so I marked this one. I mean, third or fourth one. So do let me know what was the answer for this. I'm not sure. Already my attempts are very low in this, but I hope I wrote this question as correct. But tell me in the comment section if you remember this. And one miscellaneous question was there, like we have to take I mean, we have to increase the consonants by sorry, subtract the consonants by 2, and have to add the other by +1. Okay, so after this we have to delete the repeated words. Yes, we have to delete the repeated words. Then we have to do the sum of the second digit from the left hand and the third digit from the right hand. So I was actually, after ruling out I mean the repeated ones, I was left with only, I think, 7 and 2, I guess. So I got 9 as answer. I'm not sure, because uh, some people were telling the answer was 10, but I got 9. Okay, and after that, one more miscellaneous question was there. It was like some word they had given. So there we have to arrange it in the descending order, and again we have to delete the repeated ones, and we have to tell how many letters are there between them in alphabetical order. Okay, so this one I didn't get the answer. I don't know why. Mm, since I just chose this miscellaneous question only, it took a lot of time from me. So I was not able to touch the other puzzles also. I searched for the input output. So I marked it for review, and I thought, okay, let me do it later. If I solve any two puzzles, then I come to this question. But the thing is, I didn't get the time to come to this question only. Okay, so after that, silogs were there. So three silogs question. So in syllogism, what I felt was like one question I was getting as a one, and either two or three. Yes. So either two or three as follows. I don't know. I think there was a mistake in the question, because I didn't get the option of none of this also. So there actually I marked only one here, but I'm not sure what was the answer for that. But some were telling like, so either two or three follows will be the answer, and some were like only one follows. So I tried this. I mean, I solved this thrice actually, because usually in according to me in ibps, then there is a never I mean, IBPS never created this kind of history, like giving the wrong options in the questions. Okay, we'll see. So do let me know what you marked for this answer. Okay, and then there was no inequalities. So after this, yes, data sufficiency. So this time I was like, because if I think about I mean So compared to the other mains examination, I was like, okay, let me do this exam better. So I changed my approach a bit. So this time, usually I was not attempting the data sufficiency questions in the first go. Okay, so this time I attempted this, but I thought, I felt, so it took a lot of time. So usually I don't attempt the data sufficiency questions in the first go or in my priority list, because it takes a lot of time, because that too for only 1 marks, and sometimes it will be like either one or two follows, or sometimes both together or not sufficient, so like that it comes. But usually I won't attempt it, but this time I've thought, okay, let me do this, because if I was like, already I started my exam, that what if I didn't get the answer for that puzzle, so my whole time will be wasted. So let me attempt this. And for this, I think I got only one. For one question I got only one as answer, and other thing both together are sufficient. But and one more question was there, I think it was of um, circular sitting inside facing or something. So there I was getting different answers in both 1 and 2, uh, both 1 and 2 questions. So I think I marked none of them is sufficient. But and I don't remember, in the last what I marked, I don't know actually. So hope I marked it correctly, because if I tell my attempts, many of them will laugh actually, because it was not even a good attempt actually. But what to do, I did this. Okay, so that's it. I didn't get the time to check the other sections only in the reasoning section, but overall it was not that difficult. But in panic, I didn't choose the question properly, so I attempted only 8 questions, and I don't know how many questions I made wrong in this. Okay. Then after that, computer section opened. So computer section, it was not that difficult, but the thing is, usually it comes to things, because as I already told you last time also, I attempted this computer section. So compared to previous year, it was not that difficult. But usually what happens in computer sections, most some questions will be confusing. So like that also, this time the same pattern appeared. Compared, so if I say in my opinion, so usually in RRB PO, so even if you watch any of YouTube videos or from any source, you are able to attempt at least 20 questions. So it was on doable side. So remaining 20 questions, some in like, yeah, in some 5 to 6 questions, you can mark it actually based on your knowledge, or um, if you think, for a time, for some time, you will get the answer actually. But that depends on your like mindset. Okay, so in remaining questions will be, it will be quite difficult. Okay, so this is what I felt. So I attempted for only 24 questions. I didn't check the answers yet. Okay, then next one is the GS section. So GS section, this time it was unpredictable, not difficult, because in every exam, if I compared with SPI clerk and IBPS clerk, SPI clerk was easy actually. The GS section came on easier side. And after that, IBPS PO mains came, so that one, yeah, that one also I think easier. It came easier. But but what happens, the thing is, after finishing the exam, we will get to know that the exam was on easier side or tougher side. But before that, we will be like, what if the questions from that questions come from that month and this month, we will feel like that. But after completing the exam, we feel like the exam was on easier side only, but we didn't study it properly. So this time also I felt the same. This was seriously different. So compared to the previous year, the questions were quite lengthy actually, but this year it was only one liners. But more was it was more of static part only. Like it is not that difficult as I said, but it is okay. It was like not not like if we attempt the marathons, we will get the question. So it was not like that. Okay, those who knew like commonly, or if you read somewhere, you will have ever able to remember, like if you see in the newspapers or some other post, so you can answer it. Okay, like the questions like number of total number of countries in ASEAN, this one, and the headquarter, sorry, capital city of the Indian state. Like, yeah, they asked for Nagaland, it was Kohima, so I know that actually. And there was one GI tag. So every time, I mean, in this year, so they like, yes, since I appeared for the SPI clerk and IBPS clerk and IBPS PO mains, so there I felt like in every exam there was a one question which was regarding the GI tag. So this time also it came. And also, I mean, in the last exam, I guess it was of IBPS clerk, so there was one question which was regarding the ministry. So this time also it came. Okay, so two questions like expected. And after that, some international bodies headquarter they will ask, or the total number of member countries in that international organization. So this time also they asked. So I think 3 to 4 questions were almost expected, but since we don't know from where, I mean, this time like WADA, so this was the international organization they asked okay, they asked the headquarter. Okay. And I think if someone are very good at static part, they will easily score 25. Yeah, 25 is, what of 25 is for them, it was doable. Okay, but I attempted for only 14 questions, and there also I made already several questions wrong. Like ministry, in the ministry, actually, I read it while standing in that queue, but end up attempting the wrong answer here, because I felt the minister for the rural development was like Giriraj something. It was there in the option, but actually the answer was Shivraj Singh Chauhan. I know that he was an agriculture minister, but I was not. In that exam, I was not. I was not. I don't remember that he was also the rural minister. Okay, because last time in the IBPS clerk they asked like, the Nirmala Sitaraman is already a finance minister. Which of the following ministries she currently holds other than this? So that was corporate affairs. But this time they asked it for Shivraj Singh Chauhan. Okay, and remaining, yes, the remaining I attempted one. The question was regarding the Mirabai Chanu, that is boxing. She won silver there in the 48 kg category. So that one I answered. And also some first female PM of which of the following country, that is Japan. Okay, so the questions were on one liners, so it was on doable side. It was not that difficult to clear the cutoff. It was on doable side, and I am not sure what will be the cutoff for the GS section, because last time I scored 7 in this GS section, and that too it was very difficult because the sectional cutoff itself was 1 for the GS section. And this time what will happen I don't know, because it, compared to the previous year, the GS section was on easier side but more of static part. So as I said, I attempted only 8 questions in reasoning, 24 in computer awareness, and 14 in the GS section. Okay, and in English, so coming to the English level, I felt English was on doable side. It was not that difficult except the RC part. Okay, and I didn't even solve the parajumble. It was that one also, I felt it like it was time taking. And coming to the RC section, so RC section was like, it was small, very small, not that long, but the questions were very difficult. So it was not direct, it was very it was indirect, because both of us passages I felt the same. So it took a lot of time. And yeah, and other questions were like, we have to find the correct sentence from the following sentence and to identify the incorrect sentence. So I don't remember what questions I chose and what answers I marked. And after that, the idiom based, idiom phrase based questions were there, so I didn't answer them. And I attempted the word swaps, fillers, and one question in the para jumble, and I don't know which one I marked. Okay, so overall 22 attempts in the English section, and I don't know how many I made wrong, because if it goes wrong only, that goes wrong in, I think I attempted 2 questions in RC, and 2 questions error detection. Maybe if marks goes from that section only, it goes. Okay, Then Quant, this one also, see, seriously I'm trying very hard to score very well, good marks in the Quant section, but I end up attempting less number of attempts only. That too, the attempts would exactly match with the sectional cutoff which is assigned for the Quant section. So this time I was like, okay, let me change my approach so that I will do good in the Quant section. This is the worst mistake I did, because every time what I was doing, I was like, I used to check like how many questions were on doable set, like one liners I will search, like approximations, simplifications, or number series. So after attempting them, then I move towards the quadratic section. So after that only I attempt, actually usually I attempt one DI, but this time I was like, okay, let me attempt the data sufficiency questions in the Quant section, but I messed up. I was like, okay, so I was not able to solve this data sufficiency question. So let me solve the arithmetic questions because it comes on doable set. Because many of the YouTube teachers and some people were telling like, you have to choose the arithmetics, because everyone choose the DS section. You will get only 5 mark, and you will get only, yes, out of 5 questions, only 3 questions were all doable set. So if you're stuck in the DI, your attempts will not increase, so you have to choose the arithmetic section. So like that I felt. And this time also, firstly I choose that question, that is which one, profit loss. So that is, initially A and B article were there. So one article he gave the discount of 40 percentage, and one article he gave the discount of 40 percentage, and another article he gave the discount of 800. Okay, and also the marked price of the article A was twice that of the marked price of the B. Okay, so after this they had given the overall loss in the process was 10 percentage. Okay, then they had given the combined uh, cost price of A and B. So I think it was on doable side, but I solved this twice, I didn't get the answer, maybe because of panic, or I don't know. Usually if, this happens with me in the exam hall itself. Okay, and after that there was one mixer allegation problem. I think it was on easier side, like 120, 124, 123, sorry, 4 3 are 12, 4, okay, 124 liters of the mixture which contains the milk and water. So there you add x liters. So there you add x liters, so here 62, 63 was coming. We have to add x liters of the milk, and for the water it was 31, because I had given it in the ratio of 3 is to 1. The mixture was in 3 is to 1. So after this you add hex liters of milk and zero point 0.5 x liters of water. So then the mixture will become 2x plus 2. So something like that. They had given the difference. They asked the what will be the difference between the initial and final mixture after adding this. So something like that. I think I got answer as 26, but I'm not sure now. And I solved this twice because I made mistake while writing this. Okay, so I only solved these two questions. And firstly I solved 4 questions from the number series, and remaining two I think it was from this one only. Okay, so I didn't get the time to solve the DI itself, because I wasted my whole time by searching, should I solve this, should I pick this. So like this my time went. I end up attempting only six questions in quant sections. Overall my attempts are 74, and I know this is not the good attempt, but still I don't know what is happening with me, because even after scoring, I mean even after giving so many minds, I'm still reaching this boundary only. Okay, and do let me know in the comment section what was your attempt in this exam. And also if you know any of the questions or answer, please do let me know in the comment section. And if I get the time, or if I get the answers, I mean just only I reached my home. So if I If I recall any of the questions or answers from the computer section or GS section, I will make a separate video on that. So do watch it. Okay, so thanks for watching. Do subscribe Banking Spark.